and we are go for the sprint race here at Monza. The long run down to the Rettifilo begins. Tim Tramnitz coming across to defend his lead from Dino Beganovic. Sebastian Montoya in that white Campos charges to the outside. A full lock up there as he sends it round the outside of Tramnitz. Almost contact between the pair, but the Red Bull Junior emerges from Rettifilo in the lead. It's Sebastian Montoya in second. Dino Beganovic is third place, and then we've got Sami Megatunev in fourth as they go down to Roger chicane.
It was a huge outside front. Oh, here comes Beganovic having a look down the inside of Montoya on their way down to the Roger chicane, but it was a huge outside front lockup for Montoya. There's a McLaren liveried machine going off across the Roger chicane.
Heading down to Rettifilo now at full racing speed for the first time. Josh Dufek with a huge lockup there down to the chicane, and he's going to go straight on. Meanwhile, Alex Dunn in the Papaya, side by side with the Sanopol Intrapuvizak round Curva Grande, the Irishman who will start on the front row tomorrow, trying to move himself up the order. Yellow flag in sector 1. So Noel Leon and Nikita Bedrin both off.
So safety car deployed. This is Dufek, isn't it, with the huge lockup down the inside. Heads up stuff from Boyer to delay his turn in there in order to let Dufek run through onto the runoff area, and there's the contact then, Leon being turned around.
That was Tommy Smith who actually went into the back of him, wasn't it? So the two Van Amersfoorts there, Bedrin, innocent party.
Yeah, just caught on the rear left tyre and spun around, unfortunately. So he's further up the road, but he is part of that same incident.
Yeah, I'm not taking out, of course. Yeah, I'm not taking out.
Dino Beganovic to one side of Montoya, Sami Megatunev to the other. We are almost three wide down to the Rettifilo. Dino Beganovic in the red and white Prima tries to go round the outside of the white Campos of Montoya, and somehow Montoya emerges in second place. Further back, Mari Boyer making more ground in the other white Campos. He has gone by the Sami Megatunev there, so Ramos trying to make some ground.
It was a huge error from Montoya on the apex of the Parabolica. A massive slide as Ramos looks to the inside of Beganovic. Beganovic shovel wide over the apex curb of turn 5. Is he going to be able to hang on to the place? They're all over the gravel in the background.
Keep an eye on Santiago Ramos, fastest on the road. Here comes the Mexican driver. He's about to mount a challenge. He looks to the outside in the braking zone. Ramos versus Montoya, and Ramos clips the grass under braking and has bailed from the Rettifilo chicane, goes straight over the grass.
Has to cut across the grass on the inside. Used to be a bit of extra tarmac there to help them out, and lots of brinkmanship going on the brake pedal as they head down towards that first chicane. Is that Mansell trying to make his way back through the pack?
We had Zagazeta going wide there. It was Zagazeta versus Wisniewski. So Zagazeta has come charging through the field, 28th to 17th. Browning versus Lindbrand, and Browning goes over the gravel there. Browning trying to get himself into the last points position and was forced to go over the Rogier chicane.
You can see the number 6 car of Ramos looking to the inside now.
Sells the dummy, goes down the inside, and that's Ramos into second place there.
Now Lindblad having to go defensive to the inside of Curva Grande, and I think Browning might get round the outside here.
Meanwhile, a little bit further back, that looked like Fornaroli possibly making even more ground. Is he up to P7? I think so. So that is him past Mari Boyer as well. Leo Fornaroli now looking at the back of his teammate, Sami Megatunev, who you see in the middle of your picture. So Leo Fornaroli up another place, and there you can see another point on the screen.
Phone lines at Trident will be red hot to make sure that they get Fornaroli past Megatunev here to grab more points. It's at a don't throw anything away stage, but Megatunev's going to look to the inside and try and move himself up now in turn. Past Alex Dunn, has done so. Fornaroli's next on the road to make a move on the MP car.
Look at Montoya. Ramos isn't going to fight him. I think he'll allow him to go by. Meanwhile, in the background, Megatunev goes by Beganovic as Dunn looks down the inside there. And that was a bit of a brave attempt as we see Beganovic 5th place, Dunn next along. And then we've got Fornaroli. Esterson and Wisniewski off into Rettifilo, and that could see an intervention to this race.
Down the outside, clumsy connection from Wisniewski. on the apex of turn 2. He's gone in very deep, hasn't he? And then tried to hang on to the place, and I think caught the curb on the apex. And just there's not been quite enough space from Esterson.
Idiot, he turned it into me.
Into a one-lap shootout. Tim Tramnitz takes us onto the final lap of this race. Who is going to emerge victorious? Sami Megatuniv looks down the inside of his teammate, Santiago Ramos, in towards Retafilo. There they go, side by side. Oh, Dino Beganovic there, under attack. Luke Browning going round the outside of Leo Fornaroli and takes the place for 8th position.
2 championship contenders banging wheels on the apex of turn 2. Now here comes Gabriele Mini up the inside of Stenshorn, trying to get ever closer to the 2 he's battling for the series win.
Mini will want Stenshorn out the way and out the way quickly, and he's going to throw it down the inside. Fornaroli going head to head with Browning, both of them almost running wide. Fornaroli's gone over the gravel there in the Roggia chicane.
Fornaroli versus Browning as they head through the Lesmos, round the outside. Looks the McLaren Junior, big lock up for the trident of Fornaroli, and Mini's looking to the inside.
Mini is through, we got Lindblad there in the Red Bull Junior livery as well. He is coming by as well, so they're all queuing up. Browning doing his best to defend. Mini now looking at his countryman down to the Ascari chicane. There was just a point between these 2 coming into this race. Will that come down? We've got Mini versus Fornaroli. We've got Boyer going off the circuit, Megatuniv going by through Ascari.
Critically, Fornaroli falling backwards, Mini jumping up into the points, and Browning as well. So everything looked rosy for Fornaroli as he made his way into this lap, and now he's lost massive ground in comparison to his competitors. But we're expecting to see, as they round the final corner,
out of the final corner. What we do know out front is that Tim Tramnitz will stand on the top step of the podium for the first time in FIA Formula 3, and it will be 3 in a row at Monza for MP Motorsport.
Yes, Tim, yes. Really good job. Yes, guys. Finally. I'm so happy.
Tim Tramnitz takes his first win in FIA Formula 3. Sebastian Montoya became the first Colombian on the podium in FIA Formula 3. Ramos done, Beganovic, Megatuniv, Browning crucially getting by Fornaroli on the last lap, Boyer in between them. And that is all from the sprint race. Tomorrow we will decide our champion in FIA Formula 3. It'll go down, I'm sure, to the very last lap. It'll be a race to the line. You do not want to miss it.